Yes, I knew it. The boobs worked. Yeah, that thumbnail was a good idea. Anyway, this is my video on Catwoman 2004. Welcome. And if you know anything about this movie, it's that it is considered one of the worst comic book movies ever. You see this on so many people's worst comic book movies ever list or worst superhero movies ever list. And yeah, no, it's pretty bad, honestly. Very bad. It is definitely one of the worst comic book movies I've ever seen. But it's also kind of funny. Like, legit, man, this movie was like really bad, but it was like it was definitely one of those so bad it's good films, and I had a great time watching this. A little bit of history. So I had originally wanted to do this video last year, literally. If you remember in my Happy Time Murders video, I mentioned at one point that during like my second semester of my freshman year of college, which was like last year, there was like a snowstorm or something, and so I was like stuck inside for basically a whole week. Classes were canceled, and I had wanted to do a video, and I tried doing Happy Time Murders, and if you know how that went, it didn't go well. I didn't feel like doing it, and I was just like, I still feel like I should get a video out, and so I decided to land on Catwoman, right? I landed on Catwoman as well. Like, how do I make that not sound sexual? I had decided to do a video on Catwoman. There we go. And so I watched the movie, and man, it was honestly so much fun. Like, I had a good time, if I'm being honest. This was so hilariously bad, and I was just like, I gotta do a video on this. But by the time I was ready to do it, some stuff got in the way. I remembered I had to do some assignments, and then I just kind of ran out of time. And I was just like, oh, I'll push it off to the side. I'll do it some other time, and I kept forgetting to do it. But now, yeah, here we go. I'm doing it now. And yeah, Catwoman, I'm actually kind of excited to talk about this because, man, this movie's kind of bonkers. Okay, so a little bit of history on this movie. So after the release of Batman Returns, the second Tim Burton directed Batman movie, and Batman Forever, the non-Tim Burton directed Batman movie, the one directed by Joel Schumacher, had the Riddler, Jim Carrey, all that stuff. They had wanted to do a spin-off based on Catwoman, and they were even planning on Tim Burton returning to direct that alongside Michelle Pfeiffer, who played Catwoman in Batman Returns, and that was the big plan. But over time, I think both of them got busy with other stuff, like Tim Burton with other projects, and Michelle Pfeiffer with, I believe, being a mother and having children or something like that. Could be wrong. If I am, let me know. But essentially, it didn't happen, that version of Catwoman, and they had decided, hey, what if we still want to do a Catwoman movie? So many other options were being considered, including different actresses and different directors. But eventually, we got to some guy named Pitoff, I guess, directing this movie, and Halle Berry starring as Catwoman. And the thing about Pitoff is, I looked him up, and he only has 3 movies on his letterbox thing that he's directed, and he also seems to be an editor on some things that I'm pretty sure are pornography. So there's that. And interesting thing, I was doing some more research on this movie. I got my laptop right here. And so I saw a little thing that he said, I guess for an interview, about his direction when it came to this movie. He said, I checked out sorry, why can't I, okay, I'm gonna try this again, but not mess it up. Okay, so according to Pitoff, the director, he said, I checked out some to see how Catwoman is treated in the comics, to make sure that our Catwoman was in the same vein. But I didn't want to be too influenced by the comic book, because the whole point of this movie is to be first a movie and to be different. Different from Batman, different from Spider-Man. This movie has its own identity. I tried to find my sources more in the character of Catwoman herself. To me, the Catwoman we're filming now with Halle Berry isn't the continuity of the others. She's different than Michelle Pfeiffer's character, than from anybody who's played Catwoman in the past, but she is Catwoman. When you look at the differences between the comic book Catwoman and the TV or movie Catwoman, they're all different, but there's a feeling that they are all Catwoman. Halle brings her own personality through her attitude and through the outfit, which we'll get to that. But essentially, yeah, that's I guess his direction when it came to this Catwoman, which I can sort of see where he's coming from. In the movie, they play off the idea that Catwoman is a role or a title that has been passed down through multiple different generations of women, and there's even a little Easter egg that seems to say that Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from Batman Returns was one of the previous Catwoman. So I don't know if that's entirely a bad idea. I mean, you could make the argument this is a comic book movie, you should take inspiration from the source material, especially since Catwoman is a character who hasn't had a movie prior to this, besides appearances in Batman movies like Batman Returns and the 60s Batman movie. And yeah, I can see that a little bit, but hearing this out loud, I think I get what he was trying to go for, trying to do a different direction with the character. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like maybe that wouldn't be so bad, like that, this idea, if the execution was like at least better. It wasn't though. Like, man, no, this movie is, oh my god, this movie is not that good. It is really not. So Halle Berry, she is Catwoman in this. I forgot her name, I just realized, so I'm gonna keep calling her Halle Berry. But anyway, she works at this like makeup company, I believe, as like a desk person or something, and she's very shy. She can't stand up to people, not even like the people in her neighborhood that like are making so much noise and she can't sleep, you know, right, and all that stuff. She just has a hard time, you know, standing up for herself. She's not confident. But then one day when she discovers one of her bosses do something, you know, we'll say, not kind of suspicious, you know, very evilly, if you will. She tries to kill her basically, and it seems like Halle Berry is dead. But suddenly she's revived when like a cat, I guess, breathes on her. I don't know what that's all about. But now she has like she's back, she's alive again. But this time she's different. She has the abilities of a cat. And so that means she can like crawl around, I guess. She's good at sneaking, I think. And also she's like, she acts like a cat sometimes too. No, really, it's like weird. She like, one point she gets catnip and she starts like rubbing it all over her face, like, you know, all into it like a cat would. And like she drinks milk like a cat and eats like sushi like a cat as well. I don't know what that was about. Like, I get the idea of what Catwoman's aesthetic is, like, oh, she's a cat, like a black cat, so like, you know, like they're sneaky, you know, right? They're like you know, they're mysterious, all that stuff. So like that works when she's like a burglar, like, you know, stealing like jewels and stuff, and like other renditions. Sure, you know, yeah, that makes sense, you know, cat aesthetic, I get it. But here it's like, I guess she's supposed to be like a literal cat. It's kind of weird. I know that Batman Returns also did something similar where like after like she died, Michelle Pfeiffer, she like also gets somehow revived by cats, but it's like different, I guess. Like I don't know, actually wait, what am I even talking about? You get what I mean. I don't think she acted like a cat in that, is what I'm saying. So I think that's kind of a weird direction, if I'm being honest. Just having her have these little cat things, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyway, she has the powers of a cat now, and also she seems to have this weird thing with her mind where like sometimes she's like good, but other times she's like not good, you know, right? She feels like doing bad stuff, like stealing jewels and whatnot. But then when she gets back to normal, she's all like, oh my god, why did I do that? Why did I do that? So all right, there's that. And she also starts to have this relationship with this cop who's trying to figure out who's stealing all these jewels. It's Catwoman, by the way. And he doesn't know that Halle Berry, the woman he's dating or like he's into, is the burglar, you know, who's stealing all the jewels. So drama right there. And also Catwoman has to figure out, like, you know, right, like what's going on with that lady that tried to kill her, you know, right? And we find out that there's like this like secret plot where she's using like this makeup to like this makeup that like people put on, and it makes their skin like unbreakable or something. But like the drawback is that if you stop using it, it like makes you ugly and, you know, you die, I think. You all know this by now. My memory is not the greatest, and but that is essentially what I do remember. It was makeup. It makes your skin invincible. Nothing can hurt you. And she uses this in a fight against Catwoman. And so yeah, that's like, but that's the drawback of the makeup. If you stop putting it on, then like, you know, your skin just becomes really bad and you die. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Regardless, Catwoman has to stop her. And after she does, I don't know, some drama with like the cop guy. She goes like, I can't be with you because I still have the mind of the Catwoman and I still want to do these burglary tendencies and whatnot. And so they can't be together. But maybe in the sequel, they can, you know, they can set aside those differences, set aside those problems, and finally get together. I say as there is no Catwoman sequel because this nobody liked this movie. It was really bad. So yeah, that's the plot of the movie. And okay, so remember back when I did my Morbius video and I said that I had watched that movie with a friend because like I was kind of hoping that because of how much it was memed on, I was hoping it would be like a so bad it's good movie, but it ended up not. It was so boring, and not many parts of it are actually that like so bad it's good. It was just kind of just boring. And I kind of regretted watching that with my friend because I could tell he was not having a good time, and I was just like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm sorry. But this is the kind of movie that you would want to watch with people because it is bonkers and it is just insane. Like, just like so many things made me laugh because of just how dumb it was, you know, right? Like Halle Berry doing all those stupid cat things, like drinking her milk, like and like just eating the sushi and like rubbing her face like a cat, and it's just like so dumb. this is ridiculous. Or like things that don't make sense, like the way the guy was able to figure out that Halle Berry and the Catwoman were the same person was because like he saw the different notes that both of them wrote and had to like go to like this special analyst to see like is the handwriting the same, and it's like you could so obviously tell it is the same. You don't need a specialist for that. And then like just all the ridiculous, so many things made me laugh. And oh my god, the outfit. We gotta talk about the outfit. She actually has two outfits in this movie. This is like when she like, I believe, first starts out as Catwoman. So like before, like later on in the movie. And it's like, you know, kind of decent, you know, right? It's like, it looks like this. And she essentially just has like a, like what is a leather suit, I guess. And then like, you don't see it in this picture, but like just a mask. All right, seems reasonable. All right, good, works well enough. Here's a better picture. Actually, no, this picture might be worse. It's all blurry and stuff, but it's something like that essentially. But that is not the main outfit. Like her main like Catwoman comic book outfit that she's supposed to have in this is this. Yeah, like just like some sort of weird dominatrix type of thing. I don't know what you would call it, but like it's oh my god. What is this? It's like, okay, look, I'll say this. It's like, whoa.
It is I, Alison Gui. And I have...
Ow, what do you do?
I have an announcement to make. Let me tell you this, mortal. Upon our first meeting, did you actually think it was only I and the other vampires who resided in the, well, dark vampire dimension? Well, you were wrong.
Well, I'm in the middle of something.
We also have werewolves there. Not like I expect you to understand, but I need a favor. I'll just come back later, okay?
All right, sorry about that. Anyway, so look, here's the thing. I'm okay, without being like perverted or gross or anything, let me just say this. Do I think Catwoman, like the normal Catwoman outfit that we see in many like, you know, movies, cartoons, and like comic books, whatnot, do I think, you know, that's attractive? Like Catwoman, is she attractive? Yes, I do think so. And is Halle Berry attractive? Do I find her attractive? Yeah, I do. She's also pretty attractive, I think so. And so Halle Berry as Catwoman, let's just say like a normal Catwoman outfit, would that be like good looking on its own? And I'm like, yeah, of course it would be. But this looks like it's trying way too hard to be, and it just comes off less as like, oh, sexy, and more like just stupid. This is like a joke Catwoman outfit. Like, you know, like some people like would make like a, oh hey, what if we do like a sexy, like, I don't know, Pikachu, or sexy Easter egg island head. What did I just or like sexy Easter Island head or something dumb like that. This feels like that. Let's just make, what's a sexy Catwoman outfit someone could wear for Halloween, not knowing that the outfit itself is already, you know, pretty sexy, I guess. I don't know. Man, I feel kind of gross talking like this. But point is, like, look, this outfit is just dumb is what I'm saying. Here's the thing about Halle Berry in this movie. Like, well, I'm like dogging on like the outfit and like her character's like weird things that she just does in this movie. I do think like Halle Berry's performance in this is kind of funny. I don't think it's like good, but it's funny, you know, right? Because that's what I'm saying. A lot of this movie is just stupid, and it's like makes it funny. Like, it's a funny bad. However, here's the thing. I keep saying that. What the? But this is what I want to say. I think Halle Berry is actually a good actress. You know, right? She's done a great job in so many other movies that I can think of. And the idea of, like, without knowing this movie's existence, and you just told me, hey, Halle Berry is Catwoman, I'm like, okay, that actually sounds kind of cool. I think she'd do a good job. But no, this is what they did with that. And it is stupid. She even won like a Razzie Award for Worst Actress, and she probably accepted. I look up her speech for that movie, you know, for winning that award, and it is like, you know, at least she has she's laughing about it, and thankfully she's done better things since then, you know, right? Since Catwoman. Unfortunately, not comic book movies that I'm aware of, because I've been recently watching the X-Men movies, and she plays Storm, and while I definitely think those are better movies than Catwoman, I don't like her Storm, honestly. Her Storm is boring. And I guess that's why I kind of prefer her Catwoman, because at least it's interesting. It's bad, but it's interesting. Storm is just boring. And also, her as Storm wouldn't be too bad either, honestly. I think she also would do a good job if they actually wrote her like they did in the comics, you know, right? It's like, bro, why are people wasting these like Halle Berry comic book roles, you know, for like just stupid and boring, bro? Just like, whoa, give her a good comic book role. The action in this movie, I should talk about the action because it's a comic book movie, you know. Comic books have action, and this has action, but it's okay. So whenever she like jumps around, Catwoman, it looks like it's obviously CGI, but it's not good. It looks like she turns into like a GameCube model, like every time. Like she just like I'm suddenly watching a Let's Play of the GameCube game. It's so funny. Oh my god, yeah, this movie is just hilarious. I had a great time watching this. Like, I'm dogging on this movie, of course, but I still think it's funny. And like, you know, it's like, I'll give it that. This movie is funny, you know? I think that's what makes it enjoyable for me. Like, I would watch this again, probably with some other people to just show them just how, bonkers this movie is. But yeah, so absolutely, this is one of the worst comic book movies ever, and it does total injustice to Catwoman's character from the comics. And I do hope one day we get like a, if we ever do get a solo Catwoman project, perhaps maybe even with like the Selena Kyle that we saw in The Batman, if they ever make a spin-off of that. I sure hope it's good, and because I think Catwoman is a great character. I love her in the comics and cartoons and other stuff. And it kind of sucks that this is the main Catwoman movie we have. But as the main Catwoman movie we have, at least it was enjoyable to watch. I'll say that. Was definitely the highlight of my week. That time I got stuck in my place for like, a solid, just like 7 days straight because like I had no classes because of the huge snowstorm. You know the story, I said it before. Yeah, if you ever just have a group of friends and you just want to watch something that's funny bad, check out Catwoman. It's a great time. Yes, that's my thoughts on this movie. And oh wait, I just realized I should probably go figure out what's going on in the closet. Hey Al.
Do not scare me like that. I nearly thought you were old, and I don't know how much. Never mind that. Alright. Hello, mortal.
I just realized I never questioned like how you were in my closet, even though like I move to different places every now and then for like where I stay at in college. I just feel like I should probably actually start wondering what's going on with that.
I have been following you for the past 2 years, and now you're wondering that? Seriously?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if you must know, you have a gateway in your closet, and for every gate, there is a key. Essentially, what you have is a key. And I don't want to go into too much specifics about what it is, because hey, we have enough of a difficult situation down here as it is. But I will say this, though. You carry it all the time with you, and essentially wherever you go, I am sure to follow. Basically in closets or any other tight spaces. So, yeah, that should pretty much cover it for now, I suppose. And, well, there's actually another reason why I'm here. You see, after 2 years, believe it or not, your family has just found out about me, and they did not take it well. They found me in a fridge, and they almost attacked me with a shovel. Not the best moment.
Okay, just wanted to know. Thank you. Oh wait, I should have asked him what the key was. You know what? I'm tired. I just gotta finish this video.